Christmas, everyone! If you remember my Christmas video from last year, the top 12 animated Christmas episodes, you'll know that it's pretty standard for a television show, as well as a movie series, to make some sort of holiday-themed episode. There's even a special wiki devoted to it. So, it's not that surprising that a movie series like The Swan Princess would have its own Christmas movie. What is surprising, however, is that the movie came out 14 years after the last movie. Now, I'm sure someone could point to some chart or graph showing that this is a good idea, but really, it just seems like it came out of nowhere. Also, for whatever reason, after having 3 hand-drawn animated movies, the company decided to change this to 3D CGI animation. Really? Was this necessary? Somehow this comes across as them trying to get with the times, man. Well, I guess that's what happens when you wait 14 years! So, after the first Swan Princess came out in 1994, there were 2 sequels immediately following it. Escape from Castle Mountain in 1997, and The Mystery of the Enchanted Kingdom in 1998. Now, you only have to have seen the first movie to understand what's going on in this movie, but for those of you who are curious, here's a quick summary. Movie 2. Someone who worked with Rothbard in the past shows up. They decide to fight the good guys for some reason. Someone is killed but then immediately revived, the good guys win. Movie 3. Someone else who worked with Rothbard in the past shows up. They also decide to fight the good guys for some reason. Someone else is killed and then immediately revived, and the good guys win. Wait.
Second verse, same as the first.
So yeah, you don't need to have seen any of the other sequels to follow what's going on in this movie. All those other movies are pretty much just self-contained stories that directly follow the events of the first movie with no real lasting consequences or anything. But those movies do show some effort went into making them, unlike this movie. Yeah, so with that, let's move to the oh-so-hastily titled The Swan Princess Christmas. Well, you can just tell from the intro to the movie that the people behind this decided to put no effort into it at all. Here's a sloppily put together logo for the original movie. Let's add Christmas and farting sparkles to it. Ta-da! Holiday cash-in. Whee! Lord Rogers starts off the movie by informing the audience that this is the same universe as the first movie, but we're going to cut and paste some Christmas traditions in here. Basically, the only important thing to take away from this is that there's a big fucking Christmas tree that all the people of the town make ornaments for, and it's really super important, or whatever. We are immediately bombarded with jingle bells. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. And the movie tries to establish some exposition, but I can't really hear it over the awful sound editing.
Take it easy and slow down.
Oh, sure, because the rest of the year you're busy as a beaver. Pelt.
From what I can tell, no one's really changed from the first movie. Cool. Anyway, we meet number 9, a black cat who works as Rothbart's assistant.
Number 9.
Oh, a little warning, Rothbard, please!
Well, I guess we can add him to the ever-growing list of people who worked with Rothbard in the past who suddenly decide to show up in the sequels! Apparently Rothbard needs number 9 to lead Derek somewhere, and that will somehow get him his body back? I'm not really a fan of how the movie just sort of immediately jumps into having Rothbard be a ghost. Well, disembodied voice. I just wish there could have been a little more setup. Maybe a scene showing how number 9 knows that Rothbard is a ghost, disembodied voice, whatever. But that might just be more of a personal nitpick on my part. Number 9's attempt to lure Derek doesn't quite work after he's frozen in the middle of the road, and Odette and Derek continue on their way back to Derek's castle. Jean-Bob has been complaining about Christmas, that is, until he finds out about the mistletoe tradition. Lovely. Upon returning, Odette is told by Derek that Huberta gets a bit carried away with Christmas traditions, which basically just means Huberta spends half the movie ordering people around, which she did in the first movie, so that's not really all that different. The only real things of importance here are Lord Rogers and Huberta put swan-themed wind chimes around the castle in celebration, and also now Lord Rogers is a master inventor. Cause you know, that was so important to his character. Never! Number 9 sneaks into the castle cellar and finds a chest with a giant R on it. Gee, I wonder who that belongs to. As he tries to open it, Rothbard tells him that only Derek can, since Derek is the one who killed Rothbard, and apparently this is part of his coming back to life plan. So what was the point of having the cat even come down to the cellar anyway? Oh right, to tell the audience! Great storytelling, guys! Smooth. and Brom are in charge of getting the royal Christmas tree, and head off to a place called Ice Leopard Pass. Yeah, send the heir apparent and his BFF to go get the 30-foot tree. It's not like there's hundreds of servants in the castle who aren't doing anything right now. I stand corrected. This movie's supposed to be for kids? What's wrong with her face? It's the dead, lifeless eyes.
Wow, really amazing.
It hasn't improved. You have to be strong. How many minutes are we into the movie? Huberta and Rogers ask Odette to plan a song for the Christmas celebration, but Odette feels overwhelmed since she apparently has a lot to do already. Really? That's the conflict we're going with? Okay. Derek and Brom arrive at the pass to find a tree, but Derek decides not to use skis.
What's that thing?
Snowboard. Roger's latest invention.
Really? I guess Lord Rogers is either a Time Lord or Ned Frischman.
Bow down before me and my advanced ways!
Oh, I'm not allowed to bow down to strangers.
Of course, Brom's clumsiness plus a bunch of ice leopards, really wasn't expecting those to show up, leads to a really terrible chase scene. When did this become a really lame level in SSX? Wait, actually, the graphics in that are better! And that game came out in 2000! Oh, come on, really? Also, apparently Derek invented the X Games! Wow, the people of whatever fucking kingdom this is are really fucking versatile! Glad they cut to black, would have been too expensive to animate. Jump Up tries hitting on a maid but strikes out, leading to one of the few funny moments in the movie.
Don't know how it is with your people, but our tradition says...
You're good.
Well, that was pointless. Moving on! Rogers tries to convince Huberta to use his newest invention for the royal Christmas tree.
The light bulb.
Oh, it'll never catch on.
He's just full of surprises, huh? So I can't prove it, and believe me, I tried looking. Huberta's voice actress sounds really similar to Ayeka's voice actress from the Tenchi series.
Here's why I wanted you to see it.
You see, it's all a part of a Christmas Eve celebration.
Yes, and
And we were thinking...
let the Queen speak, please.
Silence, criminal! How dare you!
Well, well.
My brother's disappearance all started because of you.
Several actors in the film were credited with pseudonyms, most prominently Laura Bailey, who plays Odette. Well, who wouldn't want this astounding piece of cinema on their acting resume? No offense to the actors here, guys. Oh, job's a job. I get that. It's now Ornament Day!
It is Ornament Day.
It's Ornament Day!
It's Ornament Day.
It's Ornament Day!
Okay, geez, we get it! So basically the town breaks into song and makes ornaments for the royal tree in the town square. As Huberta goes to put the star on the top of the tree, they find that it is missing and Derek goes to the cellar to look for it. Number 9 manages to lead Derek to the chest, who opens it without thinking. Well, at least that hasn't changed. After finding the star on the floor, Derek leaves and Rothbard makes a, well, I wouldn't say dramatic, but it's certainly an entrance.
On the first day of Christmas, Prince Derek gave to me a way back to Earth.
Hey, that doesn't even rhyme. Boo!
You're still a ghost!
Huh, so he had to graduate from disembodied voice to ghost? The afterlife is weirdly complicated. Rothbard explains that he is weakened considerably around Christmas time, so he needs Number 9's help in order to restore him back to life. Wait, didn't he have like super awesome forbidden art powers or whatever?
So this is when you decide to come back? When you're at your weakest?
Well, you have to come back Christmas if you want to destroy Christmas.
Oh, so the movie is well aware of how lazy its writing is. That doesn't make it more tolerable, guys! Thankfully, he's able to do just enough magic for plot convenience.
Dang, crushing this would have put a really nice button on that speech.
And hey, another funny joke! Too bad these are few and far between. Rothbart uses his magic to bring out the worst in people, such as making Huberta and Rogers extremely competitive and catty with one another. Apparently, this is supposed to be his attempt at destroying Christmas. Apparently, being dead gave him a downgrade. While chasing after number 9, Derek spots Rothbart's ghost, who's apparently weak against wind. Chimes.
Rothbart?
Dull surprise!
Derek then investigates the chest to find out more about what he saw.
There is only Rothbart!
He's back.
So, as it turns out, the villain playbook in this series looks like it has one page in it. Follow Derek around for long enough and eventually he'll find a way to screw things up on his own. From there, just go be evil. It's great! Derek goes to tell Odette what he saw and tries to explain to the audience why the chimes kept Rothbart at bay.
The chimes made him visible. They seemed to hold him. Yes, because they represent Christmas.
And by explain, I mean not even bother fucking trying. Look, there's hokey Christmas writing, and then there's just laziness. We jump back to the bad guys, with Rothbart doing just as good of a job of justifying the way this whole thing works as anyone else.
I can't cast a spell on Derek or Odette. They got too much Christmas spirit.
When in doubt, it's because of that Christmas spirit. Huberta and Rogers try to one-up each other with their servants' Christmas performances, including having Speed dress up as an adorable Santa, and John Bob and Puffin as angels. Of course, John Bob's attempt to get a kiss isn't working because beating a dead horse is always funny. The battle between these two escalates to an arms race of who can get the cutest animal in their performance, and then this happens for some reason.
Believe me.
I didn't want to have to do this.
Rogers, careful.
The Force Awakens, now in theaters! Odette goes to an orphanage to ask the kids to sing with her for the ceremony.
Christmas is the reason for the season
when Jesus Christ was born.
You know what's actually kind of rare to see in a Christmas movie for kids? Specific references to Jesus and that whole side of the holiday. Usually movies focus on Santa or the traditions of gift giving, that kind of stuff. It's an interesting choice to bring that side of the holiday up. Derek and Odette see that Rothbart's dark magic has spread throughout the town. Derek realizes that he needs Brahms' help to make things right, which means he needs to fill in his friend about what's been going on. Finally.
Let me go! He's in here! I know it!
No, he's not.
A cold presence just passed right through me.
You're imagining things.
You know, Brahms has always been a coward, but this is a little ridiculous. There's a bit of dissension in the ranks of evil, and Rothbart tries to enlist the help of his old servant. Miss actually has a name now, Bridget.
Bridget missed those days, too.
Who's Bridget?
Me, Bridget.
Right.
So I want to believe that Rothbart not remembering her name is supposed to be a clever callback to the first movie since she's never actually referred to by name in that movie, but that's giving this movie a lot of credit. Odette interrupts the war between Rogers and Huberta to ask for their help with something sneaky.
I'm the king of sneaky.
Oh, I'm the queen of all sneakdom.
This joke got old a while ago, you guys. Speaking of sneaky, Rothbart and his new helper are moving forward with the most obvious plan possible, taking down the magic chime so that he can get into the castle. Unfortunately for him, he's too late, and Odette has already left with Huberta and Rogers to go visit some poor families.
My father and I would come here, to the woodcutters' village, and we'd make sure that they had a Christmas with lots of good food and presents. It's my first Christmas without him.
I'm really surprised that they don't bring this up more. The fact that Odette is having to deal with the loss of her father around the holidays, that's a really interesting component to the story that I think they could have fleshed out a bit more. But instead they just make it a throwaway line? That's really disappointing. Oh god, window face! Because Odette is just so good at Christmas, the spirit in the kingdom is on the verge of defeating Rothbart's plan, so he's forced into plan B. steal Roger's light bulb from the tree and, do something with it. No, that doesn't really clear things up much.
The royal Christmas tree and all those precious ornaments will be destroyed. Then I'll have all the power I need to finish off Derek and Odette.
There we go, that's better. Bridget tells Rothbart Derek is planning something secret. So Rothbart tells Number 9 to plug in the evil light bulb of doom while he checks out what Derek is up to. Unfortunately for him, Bridget was working for Derek the whole time, so he gets trapped in a cage of wind chimes. Wait, I swear I've seen this before. Okay, so ghosts are weak to sound, as are alien symbiotes? Interesting parallel? Sadly, even at his best, Derek can't quite save the day, and Number 9 heads off with Rothbart's evil magic light bulb to put it in the tree and ruin everything. From here, it's time to cut back and forth between the animal trio's efforts to escape the closet they're locked in, Derek's efforts to track down the cat, and the movie producer's efforts to cram in as many Christmas songs as they can in the movie's limited remaining runtime.
Receive her king. Love and joy come to you, and the baby awakes.
Despite the best efforts of our heroes, to be fair, at least the animals got out of the closet, the evil light bulb is put in the tree, the lights are turned on, and everything goes bad. Rothbart steps out of his chime cage and into a fancy new body, and the Christmas tree is burnt to a crisp. But hey, the star's okay! It's weird how Rothbart's plan hinges on the entire crowd instantly no longer having any belief in the Christmas spirit because the tree gets destroyed. Yeah, it's important to their celebration, but no one was hurt. Everyone's presents, aside from the ornaments, and even those are just yearly made things, are fine, so yeah. There's a lesson to be taught here about putting too much importance into the material representations of Christmas, but again, I think I'm giving the movie too much credit. This is just dumb. Rothbart shows off his magic powers by defeating Derek, taking the crown from Huberta, and teleporting Odette to Swan Lake, all in the space of one stupid speech. It's time for Derek and the animal friends to race to her rescue. At the lake, Rothbart gives the castle, that apparently has just been sitting abandoned all this time, a magical makeover to make it look more evil. And of course, we can't have a movie called The Swan Princess without, well, at least we get a break from her weird CG demon face. I'll call that a bright side.
Do what you want with me, but you will never destroy Christmas.
You know, you were doing pretty well with the drama there until you had to jam Christmas back in there and make the whole thing lame. Well, 'tis the season, I guess. And, like every lame kid's movie villain, instead of instantly turning Odette into an ornament, things I never thought I'd say, but here we are, he decides to have a timer instead. When the moonlight touches her wings, then she'll become an ornament. Well, we need to give Derek time to fight back! Derek shows up and ties together Rothbart's feet, which knocks him over, but this does just about nothing to stop him from using his magic to turn into the wolf bat monster again. Good job, dude! You're the hero this movie deserves. Derek conks his head on the steps, so Odette does the one thing she can do to save him. Sing! Wait, what?
It's the season of love that comes at Christmas time.
Are you kidding me? Rothbart is defeated using the power of Christmas music? I'll keep that in mind the next time I'm fighting the forces of evil! Back, you fiend! Don't make me use this! Oh, what a nice change of pace! Derek is the one to die this time! Yay! Okay, no! Only Rapunzel gets to do that shit! Knock it off!
You saved Christmas.
Oh my god, we get it! It's Christmas! You don't have to keep reminding us every 10 minutes! So, because Rothbart was defeated, naturally everything he just destroyed is restored, including the oh-so-important Christmas tree. The movie ends with them putting the newest ornament on the tree, commemorating the way Odette saved Derek. And then the movie just ends. Really, that's the way you end it? Lame. There is no reason for this movie to exist. It's poorly written, poorly animated, and just a mess of a movie. There are are one or two moments that are kind of funny, but the rest is either lame or lazy. It's not like it's getting in on a current series. It's been 14 years. The audience for this movie is way past the age where they'd watch this. The original movies have moments of silliness, but are still fun and enjoyable movies. This? Not even close. Between frighteningly awful CGI, extremely cliche and hokey writing, random R&B and hip-hop Christmas music that obviously doesn't match the tone of the movie, and the obvious lack of effort, this movie is just pointless. It's kind of enjoyable to watch, not so bad it's good, but I had fun watching this train wreck of a film and riffing it. But guess what? There's another movie that came after this one, because apparently someone saw this movie and didn't immediately chuck it out the window. From a quick glance, they do improve the CG a bit, but overall it doesn't seem to have added anything new. So I hope I didn't bring down anyone's Christmas spirit with this movie, otherwise a ghost might come after me. Ooh. Wait, how did I go this whole review without making a Christmas Carol joke? Oh wait, that's actually a good story. Right. If nothing else, this movie makes me appreciate the effort that many other good Christmas movies put into their films. So we have one more video to go before the year ends, so let's end on a positive note, shall we? But for today, it's Christmas! Come in!
Merry Christmas, Calluna.
Oh, Copyright Bot, you got me a gift? That's so thoughtful of you. Can I open it now?
Yeah, go ahead.
You son of a bitch!
Well, I was going to give you a real gift, but if you're going to be so crass about it...
Oh, what is it? Oh, come on!
Ah!
Ha! Ah! Take that, you stupid piece of technology!
Please.
Geek Vision.
Ha! Nice try!